Pre, anong gamit mong OS?
Windows pre, ikaw?
Fedora pre.
Fedora? Ano yung Fedora?
Yung Fedora, ano siya, Linux distribution na ginawa ng Project Fedora, which is sponsored din ng Red Hat. Then, like most Linux, yung Fedora is open source siya. Then, gumagamit siya ng latest technology and isa rin siya, ang Fedora is ano siya, platform siya for development and everyday use. Then, kilala rin ang Fedora para dahil sa ano niya, innovated niya. Then, timely update. Then, sa ano pa rin niya, dahil sa open source. Doon. Then, yun ang Fedora.
Yun pala yung Fedora. Sige, sige. So, according to my research, Fedora originated from the Red Hat Linux project, which was discontinued in 2003. In its place, Red Hat introduced the Fedora project as a community-driven, cutting-edge distribution. Fedora Core 1 was released in 2003, marking the beginning of Fedora as a standalone operating system. Over the years, it has evolved to become a permanent and well-regarded Linux distribution, embracing open source values and serving as a foundation for various other Linux projects.
So what's up? Habang ginagamit ko nga pala yung Fedora operating system, ito yung mga bagay na nilista ko na masasabi kong maganda dahil ito yung mga features niya. Number 1, rapid release cycle. Fedora has a relatively short release cycle, providing regular updates and ensuring users have access to the latest features and security patches. Number 2, cutting-edge software. Fedora often includes the latest software and technologies, making it a platform for users who want to stay at the forefront of software development. 3. GNOME desktop environment. Fedora typically uses the GNOME desktop environment by default, offering a user-friendly and visually appealing interface. 4. Security focus. Fedora emphasizes security with features like Linux, Security Enhanced Linux, and a commitment to implementing security best practices. 5. Open source philosophy. As a community-driven project, Fedora adheres to the principle of free and open source software, promoting collaboration and transparency. 6. Developer-friendly. Fedora is well-suited for developers, providing tools, libraries, and a robust environment for software development. 7. Spin and edition. Fedora offers various spins and edition tailored to specific use cases such as workstation, server, and cloud, allowing users to choose the version that best fits their needs. 8. Community involvement. Fedora is driven by a vibrant community of contributors, fostering collaboration and allowing users to actively participate in its development. Ang una natin gagawin, open the browser and search for the Fedora download para i-download natin yung Fedora na operating system. Click the Fedora workstation. Now click the for Intel and AMD x86 64 system, the Fedora Workstation 39, and save. Next is search for the VirtualBox download to download the VirtualBox. Dito, i-click natin kung anong operating system gamit natin. So for the Windows, click that. After that, double-click natin yung na-install na VirtualBox. Click yes. And after that, install. Click the new button para ma-set up natin yung Fedora sa VirtualBox. Type the name what you want. So, kailangan walang space. Dito naman, ilalagay natin yung na-download natin na Fedora. Yan. Dito naman, isi-set lang natin kung gaano gusto mong kadaming storage yung ano mo ilalagay. So, next. And after nyan, next lang natin. So, finish. Click the finish button. After nyan, in the upper left, dito natin i-click yung o i-open yung install natin na Fedora. Dito, isi-select natin sa pinakaunahan. Select Fedora. And press enter. Welcome to Fedora. Dito, i-install natin yung Fedora sa hard drive. Kasi pag pinindot yung not now, ibibilang natin yung Fedora niya na environment. Dito, isi-set lang natin yung language. So, after na ito, pumunta tayo sa install destination para i-set up natin kung paano siya ma-install. So, double click, press done, and begin installation. So, sa part na to talagang matagal siya ma-install. Kailangan talaga natin wait. Minsan nagtitake siya ng 20 minutes to 30. So, depende rin sa bilis ng wifi mo. So, ang purpose din kasi ng VirtualBox na to kasi dito natin iraran yung yung Fedora or another operating system na in-install natin sa loob nito. Pwede nating i-turn off at pwede nating i-log out kung gusto nating gamitin. Hintay lang natin na mapuno yung blue na yan na mahabang line para masabi natin okay na, tapos i-click natin yung finish installation. Congrats, meron ka ng Fedora operating system. So pwede rin natin lakayan at litan itong screen using Shift plus F7. So explore lang natin kung ano nga bang meron sa Fedora operating system. So ito yung environment niya, ito yung view niya. So maganda siya guys. Ito naman yung settings niya. So dito natin makikita na talagang install na natin yung Fedora.
So, paano nga ba i-format at ano ang required size ng Fedora? So, first off, kailangan muna natin ng backup data. Before starting, make sure to backup any important data to prevent loss. Next is download Fedora. Get the latest version of Fedora from the official website. Next is create a bootable media. Make a bootable USB or DVD from the Fedora ISO file. Next naman is boot from installation media. Insert the bootable media and boot your system from it. Next is start installation. Follow on screen instruction to begin the Fedora installation process. And next naman is partition. Allocate space for different partitions. Next is yung file system. Choose ext4 as the default file system for Fedora partition. Next is complete installation. Finish the installation process and reboot your system. So, ang required size nga pala ng Fedora is a total of 2 GB. That's all.
Para naman sa Fedora environment, ang fonts at design nila ay sinasuportahan ng Fedora workstations para sa maayos na user experience. In terms naman sa desktop environment, maraming pwedeng pagpipilian pero ang default nila ay yung Genome dahil malinis sa design. And sa kanila namang theme, ang default nila ay Adwaita theme dahil ito ay modern and consistent and nakafocus lang ito sa simplicity. And para sa kanilang font, gumagamit sila ng font rendering para siguradong mabasa ng user yung kanilang mga design and para na rin sa high resolution. Para naman sa mga high resolution nila, gumagamit sila ng high DPI support dahil mas maganda ito at supported nito yung mga high resolution ng mga videos and mga icons. And lastly, para sa kanilang customization, pwede na i-customize ng users yung theme, icons, and fonts ayon sa kanilang gusto. And dagdag pa, pwede rin i-enhance ng user ang itsura gamit yung theme settings and installation adjustment, kung saan pwedeng magkakaiba yung design nila depende sa gusto nilang desktop environment.
So, pwede ba i-dual OS ang Fedora? Oo, maaari nating i-dual OS ang Fedora sa ating system. Magsisimula tayo sa pamamagitan ng pagbuo ng bagong partition gamit ang tools tulad ng gparted. Pagkatapos, i-download ang Fedora ISO at i-burn ito sa isang USB o DVD. Isunod ang mga hakbang sa Fedora installer, piliin ang bagong partition na iyong ginawa at sundin ang mga taglubin hanggang sa matapos ang installation. Kapag tapos na, magkakaroon ka ng pagkakataon at pumili ng OS tuwing mag-restart ang iyong computer. Ito ay magbibigay sa iyo ng kakayahan na gamitin ang Fedora at ibang OS sa parehong system.
So ako po si Carl at nilista ko po yung comparison between Windows and Fedora. So sa una, sa operating system type, Windows has proprietary operating system developed by Microsoft, while Fedora, open source Linux distribution sponsored by Red Hat. Next is user interface. Windows typically uses the Windows Graphical User Interface or mas kilala natin sa tawag na GUI with a taskbar, start menu, and Windows management. Fedora defaults to the GNOME desktop environment but supports various desktop environments, has different look and feel compared to Windows. And lastly, the software installation. Windows primarily uses executable installers and has a centralized software store, while Fedora uses package management with tools like DNF. Software can be installed from official repositories or through third-party sources.
Ako naman si RJ and ngayon sasabihin ko naman yung pros and cons ng Fedora. So naghanap ako ng tatlo kanina na pros and cons, and para sa pros niya is nagsulat din ako ng ito ay cutting edge software. As ibig sabihin na ito is meron siyang lagi updated sa lahat ng features or bagong updates. Sa pangalawan naman is open source siya, so pwede siyang gamitin ng halos na lahat. Yan. Tapos sa pangatlo is security focus. Take security seriously with features like SE Linux. Para naman sa sa concept Fedora is software compatibility. Kasi nga lagi tayong update, so minsan hindi na stable yung nagiging para sa computer natin or sa device natin yung Fedora. Sana naman learning curve naman sa kanya. Ito yung para sa mga bagong users is hindi siya friendly sa bagong users since agad siya. Hindi siya less beginner. Para naman sa sa rolling release updates is ito yung parang medyo mas mataas yung yung storage niya kasi nga halos palagi meron siyang update. Ayun lang.